I would like to invite up our very special panelists. And what we're going to be doing, Rebecca is very gracious to, one, give these people wonderful visibility on the stage, if you will, on how they have transitioned their life. So if the panelists can come up, and we have Brandy Jones, we have Coach Winn, we have Trisha Garrett, and Fariba. So can we welcome them on the stage? Now that all of our lovely panelists are here, I would like to turn the floor over to Rebecca. So can you please give a round of applause to Rebecca and our lovely panelists.
Well, I love this portion because these are amazing women that are stepping forward. They're shifting through the fear, through the stretching, through any of that, because they're going to make a difference, and they are making a difference in really, really powerful ways. And I'm very proud of each of them and what they're doing, what they're saying yes to, and how they're showing up and shining. So it's a real honor to have them on the stage with all of us today. I asked them to share some way I've impacted their life, hopefully in a positive way, but they do have choice. I remind them of that every time, but I do have the microphone. And then I want them to share something they're doing and they're launching, because I want you to celebrate with us as they're stepping forward and support them as they're stepping forward in bigger ways to really impact the world. So this is an opportunity for us as a community to celebrate each of them and the amazing work that they're doing. Are we in? Are we excited? Are we really, really excited? Oh, the enthusiasm is catching. I love it. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm going to start on this side. And it's funny, they all give me that look. They really are stepping forward, I promise. Not shy at all. No, I'm really proud of you, Trisha, and how you are stepping forward and leading the way for so many in this new medium and television with Bright Light TV. So I just celebrate the journey, very excited for what you're doing in the world, and let's warmly welcome the amazing Trisha Garrett to the stage.
Thank you. Hello. As she said, my name is Trisha Garrett. I am the owner of Bright Light TV, where together we bring illumination around the globe. At Bright Light TV, we're building a community that is collaborative. It is designed to inspire, educate, and empower women to live in their greatness. You know, I think about stepping into the role of owner of Bright Light TV wasn't as hard. It was when I was called to have my own show, when I was called to be seen. And I'm still working through it. Can I just be really transparent with you? I'm still working through that. And I have some wonderful people that are here that are supportive of that too, along with Rebecca, who has been absolutely over the top amazing. But it's been a journey, because what's important for me as we're building Bright Light TV, whether it's the Trisha Garrett Show or Tremaya Presents, which is more of a entertainment. So if you guys have some special skills out there that you want to share, we need to talk, because that's what Tremaya Present is all about. But as we're building Bright Light TV, it's important that you know that you matter. It's important that you know that we're building the program so that you know that you are enough, because I didn't know that I was enough. I didn't know that I mattered always. And so I want you to know that you're also powerful, because when you know that you matter, when you know that you're enough, you stand in your power, and you are absolutely amazingly powerful. And it's not based on how you feel. want to thank you guys for just being a part of this community, because this is an amazing community. It's an amazing community that is built on amazing support. And that was what dropped in my spirit about Rebecca, was support. I don't follow just anybody in terms of sitting under their leadership. It's really important to me that a leader has certain characteristics before I submit myself to them. One is integrity. I can trust them. I feel seen. And I feel heard. And I don't feel judged. And more importantly, I can have a breakdown. I mean, like, for real, breakdown, and they still see my greatness. And that's what Rebecca has been for me. Truly an amazing support system. And I want to do something really quickly. Do you guys have your flowers? Okay. Hold up your flowers. I have my flower. Because this is the icing on the cake. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant these flowers. I love it though. When I looked at it, I seen all those beautiful colors. So this is Rebecca's signature, thing with the flower. But I want to add another dimension to this. And that dimension is to take one side, you draw a little circle around there, you draw another little circle around the other one, because her support also comes filled with love. And so you can easily just draw your little heart shape around the flower and know that when you're part of this community, you're on solid ground. You don't have to wonder or question the intent of the leadership. It's real. And Rebecca and I, we've had a lot of conversations, a lot of conversations. And I've been blessed to really get to know her heart. And her heart is for you. And I love that, because it gives me freedom to be me, because my heart is for you. And there's one other thing I want to say is, we've talked a lot about being called, and so we know we're called, but when we say yes, you step into another room. You are now on assignment. What are you doing with your assignment? Just asking. But Rebecca, thank you for being loving and warm and supportive. I appreciate you very much.
We want you here.
I'm learning.
And if you would like to get to know any of the panelists or learn a little bit more about them, there is a panelist table in the back. So I encourage you to visit with them, get to know more about Bright Light TV and some of the amazing people we have with us today. So thank you, Trisha. So Fariba didn't know she was going to be a panelist today. She was sharing with me in the back some of the amazing things that have been happening in her life that she said yes to, that she's been leaning into. And I said, will you share so we can celebrate with you? She goes, yeah. I said, we'll give you fairy dust and everything. She's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. You'll learn what fairy dust is. I didn't promise chocolate. You're adding. But then I thought, wait a minute, we're about to do this panel. Would you be willing to come forward and share in that way? And she leaned in and said yes. So I appreciate that she's willing to step forward, to lean in, to say yes to opportunities like that. So I celebrate that in you. And I appreciate the work that you do, how you hold space for us with sound and music. And you've been like that for years with us, creating, helping us become what we've become, taking on the heartbeat of who we are, and really held that. And I appreciate that about you. And those of you who haven't gotten to know Fariba, you've heard her in the music. You've heard her heart in how she's held this space and the energy, and I encourage you to get to know her as well. So please warmly welcome the amazing Fariba to the stage.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. So I was not prepared. I don't have a beautiful speech like she did. So that was nice, but I second everything she says. Next. Just kidding. But yeah, we've been together for 3 years now, and so everything's changed in 3 years, a lot. Before, I wouldn't imagine standing here in front of everybody and speaking with courage, but I'm getting really good at it, so I think. Last night I performed. I sing, Persian music. I performed in front of 300 people, so without getting nervous. So that was huh? Oh, and tomorrow night I'm performing in front of 10,000 people. Wow. Yeah. So that's directly, I'm going to give directly credit to her, because she's always pushed me, go, speak on stage, go, say something, get fairy dust, something. Every time you come up, you're building that platform of courage and ability to speak publicly, which I really was really terrible at before. Not doing so good right now, but okay, good. Thank you. Oh, thank you. But I don't think you guys realize I sit back there, and I'm just observing everything. So I'm just like a sponge, of information from each person, and I love that. Before, people are like, why are you just sitting there for like 12 hours? Don't you get bored over there? Because, my family and friends, they're like, oh my God, and they're all talking for that many hours? I'm like, you don't understand. It's different. You learn something from each person, and you put all of it together, and it inspires you, and it uplifts you. And I think her events are too far apart. Shoot. It should be every 2 weeks. I need a recharge. So yeah, because then honestly, for a good, couple of weeks, you're so, energetic and positive, and I can rule the world, all this kind of stuff. So it does something to you, and it's unique, this combination that we have. Every person brings something different, and it's a thread in this huge woven quilt. It's beautiful. So I actually appreciate all of you and your inspirational stories and businesses and lives that you lead. It's amazing. You guys are all miracle workers, and thank you. And thank you, Rebecca.
No, you did great. So our next panelist, all the way from Montana, and the first time we met, you shared with me, I live in Montana by choice. You always shared that with me, which I appreciated, the land and everything about that space that you enjoy. But we met through the Speaker Talent Search, and it has been such a pleasure and honor to get to know Coach Sherry Winn and her heart and her passion. And every time she comes and connects, everyone wants more. More of her, more connection, and so she's impacting people just by interacting with them, and I really appreciate that in your heart to come and connect with us in this way and be part of what we're doing. Absolutely. So please warmly welcome the amazing Coach Sherry Winn.
I'm on a journey. I love to speak. I love to impact people, influence people. I know that I don't have the power to change you, but I know I have the power to influence and impact you. That's my mission, it's my goal, and the reason that's my goal is because of the pain that I suffered when I was younger. Because I didn't know I was worthy, because I didn't know that I was loved, I felt betrayed and abandoned. And I know from having coached young girls for 23 years how many young women feel the same way. So a friend of mine said, as I was going through and trying to find more people who could get me in front of more audiences, a friend of mine suggested Rebecca. And I'm like, well, she said, no, just go. So I call Rebecca, and lo and behold, she actually calls back. We had a discovery call, and on the discovery call, I'm waiting for this hard pitch. I'm waiting. You've heard people, they pitch hard, and they get you on the phone, and they think they've got you hooked. And I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And I was like, wow, this is just a conversation. And at the end of the conversation, I thought, this is a person for me because she's just opening a door to allow. She's not trying to shove you. She's just giving you opportunity, which really connected well with me. So I went to a speaker talent search, and I will tell you from that, we've already done a radio show with Rebecca. I've done yesterday, Trisha and I connected for 2 television programs I'm really excited about. And it was not just about doing the programs, it was about the connection that we had, the conversation that we had, the moments that we shared. I've also done a radio show with Brandy already from connecting with Rebecca. And I don't have any connection to you yet, but we're working on it. I don't know what it is. What I'm telling you is that networking is so critical, it's so important. You can't do it on your own. There's no way possibly you can do it on your own. And what I've found with Rebecca is there's always another way to get connected. And it's the heart connection, one of the connections that I'm missing, because in other business people, it's straight. They say it's about the person, but it's about the money. And I am not against money. I love money, right? It's very important that I can eat. That's essential for me. But it's more important that I can connect and finding that connection, finding ways to get on stages, finding a way to connect with people. So what I do is I'm a speaker. It's what I love to do is get on a stage, and I love to shine on the stage. I speak about the win philosophy and the winner principles, how to unleash the winner within you. I usually have a lapel mic, sorry. How to unleash the winner within you. I also take coaching clients, but I don't take anybody. I have an application process. I'm very selective. From coaching 23 years, I know there's a lot of people who are interested, but very few are committed. I want committed people who are willing to change their life, who are willing to change their habits, who are willing to look deeply within themselves to see what limitations are blocking them, what kind of stories we're telling ourselves that are blocking us. And I don't want anybody who's just interested. I only want people who are really ready to soar. And I know because those people who say they're interested, they're on the bench. And the people who are committed, they're the All-Americans. I like to work with All-Americans, and that's what I do. But if you have anybody who loves speakers, you want a motivational speaker, a keynote speaker who can light up the stage, I will guarantee you, if you will come back for the VIP session, I will light up the stage for you, and I will give you a message that's going to empower you, that's going to engage you, and it will educate you. So come back for the VIP message. Thank you.
Thank you. So, and I believe we still have some space in the VIP, so if you're feeling that pull, we definitely have room and would love to include you. So thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. And then we have our amazing Brandy T. Jones. We've been on this journey together for many, many years. We have seen it all together, experienced it all together. She is just a sister to me on a heart level. And I'm so proud of all that you're doing. And I'm on the stage in the front, but she's holding equally the space in the back and running everything for the event. This event would not happen the way it does without Brandy. So I'm very, very thankful for her. And she is such a critical part of all that we do. I love my Brandy. And she has stepped into radio. She has stepped into powerful, powerful programs to impact our youth and has a huge commitment to make a difference, heart by heart, family by family, and life by life. Please warmly welcome the amazing Brandy T. Jones.
My tears are tears of joy. It has been a journey for me to be here. And I've had wonderful people behind me. This lady started the journey. I saw her on the first time on stage. She was in tears. And I knew that that's where I wanted to be because my heart reached out for her heart. It has been a pleasure. I have a story, I have a life that wasn't always what you see now. And I had no way of knowing at that particular time how to ask for help. I know how to ask now. Do I do it? No. But I do know how. I'm still a little scared about asking for help, but I do know how. But you can ask me anything, and I'm there for you, okay? I just need to turn it around a little bit. But my story started way back with my daughter, and I, being a single mom, raising her, and not having enough finances to match my desire for my daughter. But it traveled this course, and then I learned to ask for help and to get the support so that I can live on this side of the financial struggle. My dream is for everybody to not have to struggle with finances. That's to come, every $5 matters because you matter. It's the easiest way I have found to have money stashed aside that doesn't affect my budget. To have money where I can do the things that I used to just dream about doing because it doesn't affect my budget. Having your money in different pots. I came up with the word yesterday, was a picture of a chest of drawers with different drawers in it and putting your money in each one of those drawers. Each drawer has a purpose that doesn't affect your budget. We don't need to live with more money than month. We need to turn that around so that we can enjoy and travel and buy and do whatever you want. Go on a vacation like I do and come back with a pocket full of money. I love it. It's my $5 bills. I never spend my $5 bills, and that's what I teach. When you do it like that, it doesn't hurt. But it gives you a sense of pride. It takes away that emotional stress behind not having enough. Then you don't feel like you're enough. All of those emotions come together when you are struggling. And I'm here to help and to assist, to be your partner, not to judge you because I've been there and I have done that, but to be your partner so that I can see you on the other side. And I can see that picture even before you can because I've been there. And my clients, I'm so proud of my youngest client is 18 years old. Only been with him for 2 months. He's so excited. He does magic, and he wants to build this show. He wants to be a real big famous person. Now he knows how to divide up his money, and he's doing a great job at it. And we're doing this road together, traveling it together, teaching him at a very early age what it means to have extra. So that when he grows up, he can teach somebody else. And I want the kids to know that. I don't want them to become my age and all of a sudden they don't know how to manage their money. They can start at the age of 10 and work themselves up. So as I travel this road, you tell one person, you tell another person, and bring them all along. Let's make this a financial, abundance-free world where we can work with that budget that's up here that they say we never have enough. Let's prove them wrong.
So my amazing Thrive, Get Ready, we're not saying get ready, are already thriving panel of 2017. We thank you for the work you're doing, celebrate the lives you're touching, and the willingness to keep stepping forward, to keep stretching as we have an impact around the world. Thank you for your sacred work. Let's give them a wonderful round of applause. Thank you. So I did have one from Deb. Would you like to come on up?
So Rebecca.
Yes, Deb.
For those of us that have been like trying to do it all because we're aging and we need to get it in fast, so I make that switch. So how do we build a formula for allocating time to creating and leveraging our brand with like book, videos, blogs, speaking, webinars, workshops, social media? I'm exhausted.
Okay, beautiful. Actually, I'll have you hold that.
Oh, that's right.
Perfect. So the really fast answer is one step at a time.
Yeah, just like we get down the mountain.
Exactly, and it's having a strategy. And one of the things I like to encourage people to do, it's called Your Success Formula. And it's really about building what you're doing in your business around you and the way you're wired. And what can we do that's going to leverage and be more efficient, so you're actually accomplishing more with each step instead of separate. So that's what I would encourage, is looking for those opportunities. For example, today, yes, we have an event, we're speaking, but we're also creating a television show series that at the same time. So we just leveraged, instead of creating a whole nother time to do studio filming, we were able to weave it in together. So I look for opportunities like that. When I'm doing a radio show, I can transcribe it and then turn that into a book. So there's ways that we can leverage what we're doing to start to build those things. But we also want to look at where we're at, where we're trying to go, make sure it's on purpose, and take a piece at a time. Does that answer your question?
Perfectly.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yes.
Would you like fairy dust?
I want fairy dust.
So describe your fairy dust.
My colors are red and gold because the gold is the energy and the red is the heart. And I run a foundation called Abe's Heart of Gold for my son who passed. And I need it to have like amber and citrus and just like shower. Like not a rain, but a shower. I want to be engulfed. I don't mind if you blow me back.
Okay. Beautiful. Anything? Oh, you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're ready to get this powerful, active fairy dust? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Are you a speaker looking to reach more people with your message? You have a global vision that you want to touch the world and make a global difference. If so, I have an amazing opportunity for you. It's called the Speaker Talent Search. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. You'll find all the details, but here are the highlights. With one application process, you get clarity on your message. You get to fine-tune how you want to reach the world. Then you'll have everything ready in one place for the opportunities when they come. Second, we select you as a finalist. You get to come in and audition with a 7-minute audition, open up the door to hundreds of speaking opportunities. I hope you lean in. I hope you say yes. We would love to hear your message. Help you touch the world powerfully. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your powerful message.